Thank you, Chairman, and thank you, Chairman Everett, for holding this hearing, and Chairman Boyle as well. I think this is such an important issue that we're holding hearings on, and to Joe's point, certainly not partisan issues at all. These are not partisan issues. These are fundamentally American issues because to the extent that we can improve access to the ballot box and improve the ability for every single person who wants to vote, who wants to have a voice in our electoral process, to that extent, we have really advanced the entire notion our country was predicated on, which is a government of, for, and by the people. So I think this is incredibly key. And I also want to echo Jared's point, which is that we've got to make sure this hearing and what we learn results in legislative reform. And I think there's good ideas on both sides here, and it would be great to maybe build consensus around 6 or 7 of the top proposals that we can build consensus around as a committee, and then advance that as a singular maybe bill to reform the process. So I think that's a very good idea. And then finally, just on a specific topic, it's been brought up, early voting's been brought up, and I would like to hear some of the proponents. Jared, I heard you mention early voting. Maybe some of the proponents of early voting, if you could talk about it a little bit more in depth, and maybe in other states how it's been effective. Because a cautionary note on early voting is that oftentimes candidates, there will be 3 candidates running for office. One will be incredibly well funded. The other 2, the only thing they have is elbow grease and time, right, to make their case to the voters with a door-to-door campaign or a grassroots campaign, especially folks from marginalized communities. And so my concern is with early voting that it takes away that time for folks who aren't as well funded to make their case to the electorate. And so what are your thoughts, for the proponents of early voting, what are your thoughts on that? And what are some cases you maybe can cite from other states where it's been effective? Thanks.